other type of cherries. Napoleon. So they're like a yellow and blush red. My other cherry plant is a very dark black cherry. So, two good ones. The soil inside the berm is quite damp, but I'm still just going to water it in for now. And then I'll water it in again in a few minutes when that's all soaked in. Well, that's me done for today. Sun's going down, and I've got half a berm of potatoes planted. Pretty pleased with that. Had a nice visit from our friends in the village. They haven't actually seen the land since it's changed in person, but they watch our videos, so they came up to compare what the video to real life was like, and said lots of nice things. So thank you very much, guys. Right, time to make some dinner, and probably a nice cup of tea before then. See you soon. So, next morning, and we've just dropped a few bits off on the land, and now we're popping into the village to register for a fire. So Darren's going into the Fragresia to request a certificate to say that we can burn the scrub on our land. And next to it, over that way, don't know whether you can see with all of the light, that's our health centre. Nice view to come to work. And they have a bike washing station here. And this one's all about the mountain bike trails. Gives you the distance, time it'll take, what your actual gain in height will be, how rough and rugged it is, as well as the map. And half of it is in Portuguese and half of it is in English. Got your certificate?
Yeah, got it.
You passed, did you?
Yeah, so it's just one of those. Just means we're registered for the fire for today. So we put the wood in here.
Yeah.
Then we light it from under here, possibly. Come down.
I don't think so, because I think that's to clear you, because the grate inside is above that.
It's above this line.
Here, it's literally here.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's hitting a good hold. So while Darren has been playing with fire, I've just been setting a few more seeds away. I'll show you a little update. So, the ones at the back in the toilet roll tubes are beans, and I planted those last week. And the one in the round pot is some flowers. I think it's calendula. This is from a little while ago. That's celeriac germinated. Only one of the kale germinated, but it's going really strong, so I've put it in a pot on its own. Inside this bag you can see some greenery. I have set away some cuttings of herbs that I got off my neighbour. So there's marjoram and thyme. These ones I set away at the beginning. I can't remember actually, I should have put a date on. But I set them away last week, and it's predominantly leafy things like rocket and lamb's lettuce and spinach, which I've had nothing of yet. But then I've got some different kind of lettuce, some cress, some turnips and more lettuce, and they're all starting to germinate already, which to me is just fabulous and amazing. Then this morning I've set away some squash. So there's a mixture of seeds that I've saved and ones that I've bought. So a lot of them are squashes, pumpkins, some Jacoby Little, some uchikakuri, some butternut squash, and then in the last bit down the end there are some sunflowers. And then in this one I've set away some more beans today, and just got the last of my potatoes just sitting chitting, and that's where everything is so far in the greenhouse.
More snacks next.
Our manure from Shacks, and there wasn't as much as we thought that we could get into the truck. So what we're going to do, because pumpkins and squashes are so sort of hungry, rather than spread this out and it be really thin, we're going to put it into piles and plant the pumpkins into it. So it's still a bit early for planting pumpkins. Sorry, I have hiccups. But we're going to make the piles so that they can sort of keep rotting down into the ground, and hopefully that will help when we come to plant our pumpkins later in the year.
So there we go, we've built some little patches of compost and manure so that we can plant our pumpkin seeds directly into these little mounds. a slightly more frugal way of using what we have, rather than spreading all of our compost and manure over this quite large patch.
We've spent the morning here at Nina and Steve's, helping them dispatch one of their unruly and unneeded cockerels, and they've let us take a few shots of their lovely kinta that they've got. It's set over a couple of terraces, and I think there's over 50 olive trees, all lovely mature olive trees, really looking wonderfully green in this early spring. And just had a nice morning. It is the nicest and poshest chicken enclosure I've seen for many years, and the chickens are absolutely beautiful. It's been nice being around them again. We used to keep chickens many years ago, and we have dispatched many, so it was their first time. The cockerel was one of these guys here in front with the naked neck, and it was like their third cockerel, third adult, and he was being very unruly, not particularly nice with the humans or the hens. So Nina asked if we could sort of help, and it's been quite pleasant. Oh yeah, the white cockerel is in charge, and he's just telling the other guy to get back. But yeah, it's been a lovely morning. I know killing a chicken isn't always thought of as a nice experience, but I suppose because it was done so swiftly and calmly, and they're going to make use of the whole of the chicken, then that's sort of perfectly right. It's the whole circle. I know the picture's a little dark, but I'm sure it'll come out really well. This is their bar, so they're currently building a bar here with an eclectic mix of lovely wooden chairs and light fittings that they've collected along the way. And this bar was something that they used for guests at their wedding. They set a bar up, and it's absolutely stunning. Work in progress, as most things are when you come out on a project like this. But I love all the little wooden bits, the mirrors and the things they've collected over time. And then here they've got an old-fashioned bread oven, and they said they've already had it lit previously and had pizzas and what have you in. And then straight next to it, out to a lovely seating area, hot pizza, friends, glass of wine. What more could you want? Looking out onto such a lovely, peaceful setting. Hello, next day again, and we're off to see Andrius and Giedre from Portugal it is. They have invited us over for some food.
Oh, the beef is even better. Next time we can do the beef, if you like beef. That's what we done with Javali. We done it in here. Oh, amazing.
Okay, but 1080 does 1080.
Does it? Yeah.
And YouTube anyway, it doesn't.
1080, yeah.
It doesn't even give you 4K.
No.
Oh, well.
You dirty beat.
Oh.
Yeah. You washed it?
Yeah. Doesn't look like?
No.